Hello, first graders. Welcome to a new English lesson. Please get your literature anthology book ready and let's start. We're going to start with a new unit, Unit 4, and we're going to have Unit 4, 5, and 6 with the same book. So this is the book look like. So in this book, you're going to see we're going to have Unit 4, Unit 5, Unit 6. So on Unit 4, as you remember, we're going to be talking about animals and the big ideas for this unit. What animals do you know about and what are they like? And we talked about some animals that you can see them outside, like squirrel, cats, dogs, rats, rabbits, birds. All right, so this is Unit 4, and then this is Unit 5 in the same book, and then we have Unit 6. Okay, all right, let's start with page 10 and 11, How Bats Got Its Wings. Let's start. Page 10, please.
Genre, folktale. Essential question. How do animals' bodies help them? Read about how a little bat got its wings.
All right, so as you know, folktale means based on traditions or customs or of people or in an area. It also often includes animals that talk and act like people, and they try to explain why things happen in a certain way. Of course, sometimes they repeat words to make it easy for you to remember it. All right, so for this lesson, how do animals' bodies help them? And if you remember in the beginning of the week, we covered the idea of the giraffe, they got long neck, and then we have the elephant with their long trunk. Then we talked about the squirrel that have big cheeks, it can store foods in it. Also, we talked about turtle with their strong and heavy shell or cover to shell that protect the animal. For today, we're going to learn about how bat got its wings. Well, from the lesson and the title, I can tell that they would be talking about bats and probably didn't have wings and something happened that it got wings. Remember, when we say folktale means it's not real and it's just being passed from generation to generation. So read about how a little bat got its wings. Let's start. Page 11, please.
How Bat Got Its Wings. Retold and illustrated by Gerald McDermott.
So we say retold because, as we say, this is being passed from generation to generation. All right, page 12.
A long time ago, the animals had a big game of ball.
Okay, as we see a few birds and animals, we're going to have a big game of ball.
They broke up into teams. One side had birds, or animals with wings. The other side had animals with legs, but they did not have wings.
Okay, so as we see, long ago, animals are going to play games, and of course, they're going to have teams. So team with wings, animals or birds that have wings, and team, the other side, animals that have legs. All right, and we can see all these kind of animals. All right. Remember, for the comprehension for this week, we're talking about sequence. So how you start your story, what happened first, next, add more details, and then after that, last, the conclusion, or what did you understand. All right.
The animals who did not have wings were big and fast. They could toss a ball a long way and run like the wind.
Okay, so as we say, you have two teams. So one without the wings, that they have legs, and animals or birds that they have wings. So now they're describing the two teams. So they say the animals who did not have wings were big and fast. So they could toss, as you see them, bear, fox, rabbit. They can toss the ball and run fast. Let's see for that next team.
The birds were fast, but not as big. Yet with their wings, they could carry a ball way up in the air. The animals with legs could not jump up and grab it.
So the second team who can fly, they have wings, they have their own tricks. They're not as fast as the one with legs, animals with legs, but because they're flying up, the animals couldn't catch the ball or take the ball from them. So each team have something that help them to win and enjoy the game. Let's see what's next.
At last, game day came. The animals and birds met on the playing field. Both teams felt very excited. "We will win," came the calls.
All right, let's see what's next.
Just then, an animal with 4 very little legs stepped up. It was a gray bat. He went to the animals.
All right, so if I ask you over here, can you describe that bat that just joined or wanted to play? Yeah, he's small, gray, and has 4 legs. Very good. So remember, the team with the legs, they're big and fast, and the other team have wings. But now, as we see, this bat have 4 legs. It's small and it's a gray animal, but not strong as fast like the team without wings. So let's turn the page.
"Can I play on this team?" he asked. "You are much too small to play," laughed the animals. "And look at those little legs. We can't win with you." "I may be little," said Gray Bat, "but I can do lots of things."
All right, so he wants to join the, of course, animal without wings that he thought that he fit with them. But the animal said, of course, you can. As you see them, they're big, but that small bat is small and thin. Now they said, you can be with us, we can win. But the bat believed in himself and he said, I may be little, but I can do lots of things. Let's see what the other group of animals will say.
Next, Gray Bat went to the birds. "Can I play on this team?" he asked. The birds shook their heads. "Our team has wings," they explained. "But the animals say I am not big and can't play with them," said Gray Bat.
All right, let's go for next page.
Then Blue Jay spoke up. "Maybe there is a way for Gray Bat to play with us." "Tell us about it," said Raven. "We can give him wings," said Blue Jay. "That is splendid," Cardinal exclaimed.
All right, so they know now that they asked them that you don't fit with us because you can't fly. This is the team, the second team with wings, with animals with wings. But they looked at him and he said, that he can't play with the animals with legs because they're big and fast and they didn't want him to be with them. So Raven said, oh, I think I got an idea. Maybe we should give them wings. So that's a good way, try to include the bat with them. So Raven, Blue Jay said, how? They said, we can try to do something. So the other bird, Cardinal, said, awesome, splendid, great. So let's see how they help their friend now.
So the birds took the skin off the top of a big drum. Then they took sticks and made special wings for Gray Bat.
Okay, so that's a good idea. Turn the page.
"Let's see if he can fly," said Blue Jay. Gray Bat flapped his wings. He went zig and zag. He could not go in a line like a real bird.
That wasn't really the way they fly, and they didn't expect that this could be a way that they can win the game, but let's see what they will say.
"That's the best I can do," Gray Bat said and smiled. "Just sit and wait until we need you," said the birds.
So they're still being nice. They said, you know what? Okay, just sit and wait. You're going to be with us. They helped him and they gave him wings after all. Let's see what's going to happen next.
At last, the game began. The animals and birds played their best to win. The ball zipped up and down. Gray Bat just sat and waited. When the end of the game was close, each team had 8 points. Gray Bat still had not played. With a little time left, the animals took the ball and ran with it.
So let's see if the gray bat can do something.
Just then, Gray Bat stood up. "Let me help," he said. He flew up, up, up with his special wings. He grabbed the ball and carried it in his zigzag way. The animals could not catch him.
Oh, so after all, although the bat with that made up wings that his friends tried to help him with, he couldn't fly fast or he couldn't fly straight like the rest of the birds. But the way he was flying that zigzag made it hard for the animals with legs to get the ball back.
"We win," yelled the birds. "Gray Bat did it." To this day, Gray Bat plays on the bird team. He flies in his own way. And that is how the bat got wings.
Okay, so let's meet the author and learn more about him.
About the author. Gerald McDermott says, "Animals, animals, animals. I love to draw them jumping and hopping and flying across the pages of my books. You can draw animals too." Gerald McDermott has illustrated folk tales starring interesting animals from all over the world. Author's purpose. Gerald McDermott wanted to retell an old folk tale. Think of a story about an animal. Draw the animal in your story. Write about it.
All right, so as we say, Gerald retell a story that it used to be in his city, and they keep listening to it in a different way. Okay, respond to reading. Retell, use your own words to retell how Bat got its wings in order. So this is a sequence when we talked about something happened first, then next, and you add a little more details, and then what happened after. So we can say, for example, first animals broke up into or split into teams. One side that had animals with wings, and the other side had animals with legs but not wings. And then animal will start to play. Gray Bat came, but they won't let him join them because he was too small. So the birds won't let them also play with them because he doesn't have wings. Then what happened? The birds build wings for Gray Bat, and now he can fly in a zigzag and join them and join the team. Last, because of the Gray Bat's style, different way of flying in a zigzag, he helped the birds to win, and they won the game. So although they underestimate, like don't judge others, like just when you look at them. So that's what they did. The animals said, "Oh, you're small, you're little, you can't play with us." And also the birds said, "So you don't have wings, you can be with us." But because they help each other, they work together, they were able to win the game. All right, text evidence. What happens when Gray Bat asks to play with the birds? So we talking about sequence now. If you go back, when he first asked the birds to play, when he said, "Can I play on this team?" he asked, the birds shook their heads. "Our team has wings," they explained. But the animals say, "I'm not big and can't play with them," said Gray Bat. So they were telling him, "You don't have wings. This is the team with the wings. You can't be with us. Go with the animals." But he told them that he first went to the animals, and the animals told him that you can't be with us because you're not strong, you're not big. Okay, what's the last thing that happens in the story? So that's that last. When you tell your story, you say the last thing what happened. Yes, the last thing that the the Gray Bat, flew up with special wings, and he grabbed the ball, carried in his zigzag way, and then the animal couldn't catch it, so the birds won the game. So he helped them, and that's what he was saying when he was saying, maybe a little, but I can do a lot. How can you tell that how Bat got wings? It's a folk tale. Well, I can tell that because I know that, first of all, animals don't fly. I'm sorry, animals don't talk. And also, I know that the story has a beginning, it has a middle, and has end. And also, they try to explain in a different way that the main idea of the moral, that respect also others. And also I see some of the words are repeated, so they get the attention and make it easy for us to understand and to remember the story. All right, make connection. Think of an animal you know. How could it use its body to help win a game? So, for example, I could think of a giraffe that it's if it happened that animals are playing basketball, probably the giraffe will be whoever animals have the giraffe, they will win, because the giraffe had a long neck that could hold the ball, grab the ball between their teeth, and easily drop it in a basket. So that could be a way of helping the team to win because of the body of the giraffe. All right. So today we talked about how the bat got its wings. All right, that's it for today, first graders. Thank you.